Hey there, I'm Harrone.
I'm Chantell.
And we are the Guthries.
Welcome to Chit Chat with the Guthries.
We're a St. Adventist pastoral couple.
Bringing you real conversations about anything and everything.
From religion and family life.
To lifestyle and whatever else comes up. Stay tuned for insightful chats that will inspire and uplift. Hang out with us and join the chat fam.
Because here, every conversation matters. Let's chat.
Hello.
Greetings. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. It's another episode.
Hello.
Another episode. How was your week?
It was election week.
It was a good one.
Are you crying or are you
Good
okay?
One. The Lord is in control. Right? Be not dismayed, but every time
Not dismayed.
He'll take care of you.
God will take care.
So if you're in the valley or you're on a mountaintop, the Lord is still God, and His grace still sustains and carries you through.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. All right. So today, let me tell you something. When I was pregnant, no, I'm not pregnant. So it's not a pregnancy announcement. I'm not here to say anything. I'm not here to confirm any suspicions. My belly is just big. Okay, nothing inside. It's just, let me just make some put some disclaimers out there.
When you were pregnant,
So when I was pregnant,
which is not now,
which is not now, when I was past tense. When I was pregnant, there were some persons who, them used to say, "Oh, your face look round, you have girl. Your belly drop, you have boy." They say, remember when oh my God, my hair was flourishing. My hair it's not even flow right now to be flourishing. But when I was pregnant, it was flourishing. So a lot of people used to say how, me nose never broad off, or me never have any whatever, so it wasn't a girl, because they said girl take away their mother's beauty. Whoa, that's a lot of, you see that? Girl take away their mother beauty. And there was another thing. Oh yeah, if like based on your cravings can determine if it's a boy or a girl. Like, we believe in them something. What are those things called?
sayings. People say.
Signs and wonders.
People say.
Ah.
Is that people say?
So today, Harrone, we want to talk about, those kind of sayings when as it comes on to the Bible, heaven, what's gonna happen, Like how you have old wives' tale. Do we have
They have old church tales.
old church tales? My first question is that
When old church tale, people talk about God does senior. Like that statement no compute. That statement no compute.
yeah, we hear that already.
That's the statement
Gotta go send me.
that statement that doesn't compute. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It don't work like that.
It don't work, yeah.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. He saves. He saves. He gives righteousness, but
you're the one who sinned.
yeah,
Not him.
the sin thing is wholly a work of human beings.
When they break up, it's not me, it's you.
Wow.
But that was top shelf. Anyway, so
Every once in a while they hit them.
thank you.
Keep on going.
Thank you. I'm a comedian. The one that worry me is there will be no marriage or giving into marriage. Like, what that mean? It mean nobody will get married, or does it mean that when I go up there, we will not be married? What do you mean?
We don't know. So it come from Matthew 22:30, right? When the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. No, what funny?
Or the original language mean?
No,
Come go back to the
no,
first episode. Where Hebrew say?
It don't matter what the original language is. It's translated right.
My gosh.
But this is one of the examples we talk about where context is important. And yes, we're not going to ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Meta AI. Remember, those things were trained on things that human beings would have written. So it's on material that have written, and there are various opinions on this. So depending on the biases built into that AI chatbot or the AI tool, it's going to reflect the bias in the answer that you get. All right. So, and quite frank, listen, there's just some things in the Bible we just don't have any good answer. Right? Either we don't know or we don't have any good answer. And any answer we give is speculative. Because we have to hedge it and say.
No, because you're going to tell me, say, after me must go through life.
No, you see
And
now,
deal
hold
with
on.
you.
Alright, you see now?
When me go
You see
heaven,
now?
we not gonna enjoy together as husband and wife.
You see
Like,
now?
me not understand that.
No, you see now? You see
So,
now?
but me want to know
You see
you
now?
up there. Me
This is-
want to
no.
know. Me
This
want
is
to
why.
know what is angelic knowing.
This is why it's
understand?
important, you know.
Woo! All right, sorry.
This is why it's important that context is maintained. Because that behavior that when I go to my context.
What's the context, Harrone?
What's it, 22? 23 to 32.
So I figure all the way up to 23?
Or 22 to 33. And that day, some Sadducees who say there is no resurrection, right? Came to Jesus and questioned him. And they don't quote from Deuteronomy, right? They don't quote from Deuteronomy 25, verse 5 onwards. Teacher, Moses said, if a man dies having no children, his brother as next of kin shall marry his wife and raise up children for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers with us, and the first married and died, and having no children left his wife to his brother. So also the second, and the third, down to the 7th. Last of all, the woman died. In the resurrection, therefore, whose wife of the 7 will she be? For they all had married her. But Jesus answered and said to them, you are mistaken, not understanding the scriptures, nor the power of God. Right? Or, the King James said, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. But regarding the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was spoken to you by God? I'm the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He's not the God of the dead, but of the living. Right? So, in the broad context, the statement, the statement about in the resurrection, they neither marry. So when Jesus said in the resurrection, no new marriage, nor are given in marriage.
Yeah, what that part I mean?
The given in marriage part, creates a little problem. Does it mean that all marriages will no longer exist? Right? Or will marriage institution be done away with? But are like angels in heaven? Like, what that mean, angels in heaven? And some people take the angle that this means that there will be no more procreation in heaven. Right? But notice, the bulk of Jesus' statement is not just that. Because that was just like a statement he made built to his point.
Yeah, but Harrone,
the bulk of his statement was about the resurrection.
Statement there.
His point was about the resurrection. Well, his point was about, because the Sadducees, their question, wasn't their question none to do with validity of marriage. Their question was to show the absurdity of the resurrection. Because they never believed in the resurrection. So them think it's absurd. So they were going after that. Right? Because they only accept the first 5 books of the Bible, and they claim so the resurrection and the 5 books there, so no other prophetic writings they accepted. So just showing them that you don't understand the scriptures. You don't understand the power of God. And you come and ask resurrection question. Right? As in, they might ask the question if it proves the resurrection don't make any sense. So Jesus said, no, that's not the sense. That's not it. So persons have used this statement to say that there will be no marriages in heaven. But if they use that, then they really and truly, to be honest, if you look at it, the evidence will be lacking if you build it on that.
It's an old
because you don't have
old church
you don't
tale.
You don't have any conclusive
so
or definitive teaching.
Is this a church tale or not?
Yeah, it's a church tale. It's a speculation. No, mind you, both sides speculate. So those who say marriage will be, and those who say marriage will not be, both sides are speculating.
So we just have to be there to know.
Yeah, I mean the ones who say that that marriage will be there, can go to passages like Isaiah 65. Right? It can go to Isaiah 65 and verses 20 to 23 on down, which Isaiah was in original context. Isaiah was talking about the restoration after captivity for children of Israel, but based on the language, we don't have a broader prophetic sweep to it. So so we apply the principles found in that portion of Isaiah message to not just 1,000 years in the celestial city, but in the eternity in the new Jerusalem the new heavens and the new earth that will be made after the
Okay.
1,000 years.
Okay.
Right? And based on that, and the other passages in Isaiah that speak to that, it does seem to suggest that there will be human families in the new heaven and in the new earth. So, what's going on here?
So
What's
when
going
you
on
say
here?
human families, it means new. So this is another one now that we're going into.
Right.
If we know each other,
with that-
can procreation happen?
Right. So that's one of the major question points involved in the whole thing. Is it that
Hold on, close your eye.
is it that procreation is limited to human life before the second coming, or procreation continue?
So this
Alright.
is sex and monogam
Maybe,
know each other.
no, maybe we'll not. We don't know, because look at Genesis 1.
We're too tired to walk on the streets and go away mansion and stall asleep.
Well, we need to fix it up too, because based on
So is that also a
Base-
church tale?
based on testimony of like the book of Isaiah, it will not, heaven will not be a lazy place. You just sit down and just drink
I
and
never
sip
said
and walk
sit
around.
down.
Or you're tourists, there'll be activity. You build houses, plant vineyards.
Yeah.
Just, there'll be activity.
Okay, so we'll have a
There'll
full
be
day
activity.
of activities. So when we go
I
into
don't-
our mansion,
We
we're
don't
gonna be tired.
know. We don't know. We don't know.
I'm gonna say that the welcome day.
All right, so Genesis 1, right, 26 down to 28. Creation of humanity, creation of man. Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Right, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over the cattle,
This one
and
fly.
over all creep on the earth. God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth.
So the earth not need to fill again.
King also replenish, but replenish was had the 17th century English meaning of fill.
Fill.
Right?
Okay.
Fill the earth. That's what the original
subdue it.
language say. And rule over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the sky and over every living thing that move on the earth. So original purpose for humanity in perfection, as the earth was created, was for there to be multiplication, so procreation and fill the earth. And fill the earth. So we have no evidence on scripture to say that procreation is time limited, nor do we have any evidence to say that procreation will continue in eternity. We just don't know. So whichever side of the debate you lie, it's ultimately sophisticated speculation, really.
Well, I would want to
Yeah, man, you'd want a particular
like
outcome. You want a
an
particular
angelic pregnancy. You
You
understand?
want a part what? What?
Wouldn't you want that from me?
This gets so weird. All right? So our responses to things like those, because you obviously need this Bible text right here. No, you need this Bible text.
Give me the Bible text here, boss.
You need this Bible.
If we're gonna pay these for your wife.
The secret things belong unto the Lord, but that which has been revealed belong unto us and to our children. That's what Deuteronomy.
What I mean?
There are some things we don't know, but what God tell we, hold it and live in it.
So why you never tell me?
I don't
But
know.
if you did tell me, people that like the conviction would have easier. But I guess we walk by faith and not by sight. Not sure? Alright, another one.
Deuteronomy 29:29.
Alright, the other one that I know about, and this is why I feel like we have to be married in heaven. Because them say babies will be in heaven. Which means that like if the mother had like a stillbirth or ectopic pregnancy, like them not have a place in heaven. Or like them born and like die, unfortunately, like within, them have a place in heaven or comfort my soul.
In New Earth, based on the evidence in the Bible and the prophecy, I believe that they've done.
They have the space for them.
Yeah,
Because
believe
the spirit of prophecy said that
But will they
the
remain as
children
babies?
will know their parents and run to them. Paraphrasing.
You find that in Adventist Bible?
I'm paraphrasing the spirit of prophecy.
Most of the
That's
Adventist
practically what you were saying.
with the Adventist quotation.
Oh my gosh, man. I don't need to know the code word for word. I know the thought.
Right, this is weird. So but will they remain as babies?
Me not get into that.
Will they remain as babies?
Don't know what the tail said. The tail tell me say the baby will be there. So I want to know, is the tail
More than
true?
likely, the evidence
Is the tail wagging or the tail long?
I mean, the evidence is that they'll be there and they'll grow.
They'll grow?
Grow.
Grow? What do you mean by grow? Like, wait.
Like grow.
So like they will have the baby like in hand?
Grow.
So how them I go run?
Grow. They don't move through the stages.
Before we reach or after we reach?
Okay, I guess when they reach.
When we reach?
Listen.
May I think too deep?
No, it's not thinking that deep in it. If it's I think about it, the question can snowball.
Can carry it in our rat hole.
The question can snowball because, all right, let's say teenagers transit at the second coming. Are they going to remain teenagers in eternity? Will the growth be fixed? Whatever age range you were in, or it. So, will infants remain infants? Will children remain children?
But I don't know if this is
teenagers remain
Adventist
teenager?
Bible
Will
or
young adults remain young adults?
Bible, but you said that we
will
won't
the
be
older
old.
ones
Won't be old and grey. So
Adventist
if
Bible.
we won't be old
Adventist Bible.
if we won't be,
That is Adventist Bible. That is Adventist
if we
Bible.
won't be old and grey.
That is Adventist Bible.
If we won't be old and grey, how we gonna grow? We have to stay. We're embalming the members.
So you see, you see.
Oh my Lord!
You see these Christians can snowball, and at the end of the day, we just have to admit we don't know. We may believe.
Don't really know.
You can't understand. What thing you don't know?
Well,
we may believe one side of the. We may believe one side of the issue. No.
My ignorance. Okay.
We may come up. We may come on one side of questions like these.
That's not paraphrasing, okay? That's word for word.
We may come on whatever answer for these questions, but at the end of the day,
we don't know.
It's just our glorified opinion.
All right.
And
I shared a few. Anyone that you know?
Speculation.
Anyone you know? No. Yeah, no more.
Oh, it's not really like a whole church, but it's like depending on the circle of Adventism that you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
People love saying Spirit of Prophecy say whole conference will last. That quotation don't exist.
Really?
No, it doesn't. You can't. If you plug in, no matter.
AL, come in.
No.
I know you're watching this.
No matter how much time. No matter how much time you slice and dice the phrase and try, it's not there.
So where did you get it from, though?
I mean, conceptually, you can see how such a statement can make sense. Conceptually.
Okay.
But then
I guess those probably persons take the 144,000 as a literal number. Because that's the only way that number can be literal if so much people are going to last. Because one whole conference.
But we see now.
We can't get so literal.
No. But you know, that's how the statement keep on at work. Because when you say it like that, it's so sensational that we start to think about dismiss this statement. Straight. Because here what happened. What do you mean when you say one conference?
What do you mean you mean because the number?
Exactly, right? So you see, the question itself. What does the question mean?
Does it mean a specific conference or the number that we usually assign to a conference, that amount of persons?
Now, see? Those who make the statement.
Because suppose like to have a conference, to be established at a conference, quote
you need
unquote,
50,000 members.
You need 50,000 members. So is it the requirement to be a conference? Tell me.
No,
send me a message on Facebook.
Don't. Okay? Don't. So conceptually,
I understand.
No, conceptually, you can see.
You know what? I don't understand because sometimes that's why people go off, because we start dig, and just put yourself in a some hole and just.
Me say, you about natural, you afraid of the study thing, you know? Cause that food thing, too much study and do that and. Why am I telling you anyway?
No, Harrone. So my thing is, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm talking about like people who, as you would normally say, sometimes you shouldn't study too deep if you're not spiritually mature. Because when you're not spiritually mature, when you start studying, you start listening to some people and you don't know for them perspective, and if them perspective biblical, then carry down on one rat hole and you go down a rat hole by yourself and no cheese no down there, so you don't eat food to eat and you're just dead down there. So me not go down no rat hole with nobody. So me no want to know. Don't message me again.
All right. that escalated quickly. So, all right. As I say, conceptually,
Give me the
conceptually,
next one, Harrone, because that was not a tale.
I mean, get
Nobody
over it,
know that.
I mean, conceptually,
Wait, stick up in. Do you know a tale?
Old
church tale?
Yeah.
Please in the comment now. Tell us.
I mean, conceptually, you can see how they can arrive at it, but really and truly, there's no direct statement to the prophecy to support the idea. And it's usually spoken in certain circles that tend to be, hypercritical of, of the organized church and so on. And we're not here to tell lies, but we need to do it upon certain things. But that don't give us an excuse to, to stretch the truth to this extent. So there's no direct statement to prophecy about it. Go and search for it and so on.
Search all over.
You may find
Harrone
others.
couldn't find the quote.
You may find others.
Vibes.
You may find others about it.
Did I stress you?
But the thing is,
I stress you?
no. But the thing is,
what does
it mean to be saved? What is the message? What's being asked of us? What does the Lord expect of His people in these last days? Right? Those are more fruitful activities
questions
than to just get up and say, well, one whole conference is going to be lost, because that come in a certain context and a certain perspective of a holier than thou.
Yeah.
Of unrighteousness over there. So what I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, but then the flip side of it is that, right? 99%
of the persons who I see make those statements, they don't engage in evangelism. There's no personal soul winning work. To really methodically, strategically work with individuals so that they can be instructed in the truth, to know Jesus and grow in Jesus and be grounded. Right? It's just criticism. Right? So problem identifying, but not being a solution agent. So and I think that's a more fruitful discussion.
Yeah.
Yes, there are issues. What can we do? What can we do? Right? What can we do? Not to propagate the issues, to mitigate and to overcome them or to work around them. What can we do? Right? Yeah.
I don't really want to go off on the non-organized churches, because that takes us a different discussion. Probably we can talk about them. We kind of talk about them already in previous season, but
I mean,
leave them alone. Pray for them.
They're okay. They're doing what they're doing. We just need to ensure that we're not warming benches. As I said, that we are solution agents. That's that's it. No, we just need
Not warming the bench.
All right, next one. Because you.
All right, next one. I'm trying to think of some more. No more.
You're just,
There was one that came up in my mind while we were talking about the other folks. But I forget it now.
Yeah, right. Oh, while on that. All right, you see this argument over the 144,000 whether literal symbolic? I mean, yes, we can entertain ourselves with the argument, but here's a more fruitful endeavor. All right?
Be in the number.
Is it term actually in the Bible? And where in the Bible? All right? And what would qualify one to be in such a group? Whether literal or symbolic, there must be some qualification for the group. Right?
That's right.
And then
me just want to be in the group. Literal group, figurative group, just put me in the group.
Right?
And the only group I want to be a part of.
And have you learned the qualification now?
Sign me up.
Have you learned the qualification? Where am I in my Christian journey? Am I in harmony with the qualification, or am I, working contrary to the qualification? Because the 144...
Do I have to be in total harmony?
The 144,000 discussion only makes sense if we understand this work of the sealing. Right?
Okay.
Because in the book of Revelation, it's the sealed saints living the last days that will be victorious. So whether one literal or symbolic, a more fruitful discussion is the sealing.
Is the sealing.
Yeah. More fruitful discussion is the
Let's break that glass ceiling.
Not that ceiling. Not that ceiling. Alright? Not that ceiling.
Alright, one more. What's one more? What are some tales that we hear in church? But probably we never know if a tale. Like some things that come to my mind, but me no want to say it, and then I probably, unrighteous. I don't know. Oh, let me tell you another one. I don't know if this is a tale or it's real or whatever. Okay, you know, like how um the tribes and the different gates, right? Is it a tale to say that because you'll be going through the gate that aligns to your experience? Is this a tale or is it a fiction or fact or fiction, to say that means that there will be inequality in heaven?
Oh, you mean people want the option of just walk through and get and feel like?
Yeah.
No man,
Yeah.
it's Bible study. We study Genesis 49, the prophecy that Jacob gave concerning his sons. So he list each of, so his 12 sons. He spoke about them from Reuben all the way down to Benjamin. Alright? And when we look at Revelation 21 and 22, that describe New Jerusalem, and we see where there are 12 gates. Alright? So his 12 sons, they became the patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. And then, you can study the Old Testament to see what was the course and the history of each tribe. And you can add to it the last 3 chapters of Deuteronomy, where Moses also gives prophecies of the 12 tribes. So you combine Genesis 49, combine Deuteronomy 32 and 33, combine Revelation 21, 22, and so you get the understanding that if the apostles, the name of the apostles going to be on the 12 foundations, then the gates would have the names of the 12 tribes, and just because it's a very simple inference, because it can be hard and fast with it. It's an inference. It's an inference that if the 12 tribes was the broad group on which the Old Testament Israel was built, the New Testament Israel going to have experiences that match these tribes, and so when the redeemed are entering through, you have to enter through a gate to enter the city. Right? That's clear common sense logic.
Why can't it have one big gate?
So how people that whole? So 12. So because it's more than one gate now, you have to cross through a gate to enter, and more than one gate, and the gate is 12, and you have the name of the 12 tribe. Then the inference is those who enter through a particular gate will have a life experience, a salvation experience that matches the prophetic history of a particular tribe.
As you talk about gates.
So it's on that basis. So it's not to say you have no choice or there's inequality. It's more is a wonderful, it's a nice Bible study exercise. It's a nice Bible study exercise.
It's God doing floor management, logistics, and planning ahead, so that we're not all bombarded at one gate. And because you'll have to register to go there, you already know what gate you're going in. There's no last minute registration.
Young fresh mind. Yes. What's the next one? You think so?
You gotta ask me, say, what me they do, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Why? It's like, why we using phrases?
That's my last one.
Why we use those phrases?
I don't know where we get it from.
I don't know. Maybe we get it from popular culture or some song, but we all know that.
I guess because it said God will ask you, where is your flock? You never say God will ask you, where is your flock?
The Bible verse.
Where's your little flock?
The Bible verse said, where's your little flock?
Yes.
Where's your flock? The little flock that I gave you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you see, that question is asked overall in general for the life, and the life answers. The life answers. So
he never asked me when we reach my little flock now, did he?
No. Because the investigative judgment asks those questions. Right? So we have to get away from this concept of in a big line, you go up one by one, and that's when you'll be asked. No, the investigative judgment will
answer all those
ask the questions and answer the questions before the second coming of Jesus.
So
Revelation 22 says, behold, in quoting Jesus, behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So the work of judgment will
will
start and
already
end before the second coming of Jesus.
So there is no need to question.
The life answers the question.
Okay.
Adam, where are you? The life
Adam
answers.
in the garden, hiding. Hiding.
You have something to say?
Hiding.
Yeah, you know.
Are you asking? Babe, I said the song starting now. Adam, where are you?
You had a
No, I said that was my last one. Adam, where are you? I said I singing Adam, where are you? Adam in the garden, hiding.
and then hold on.
Himself from God.
Can you?
Ooh,
And then you know there's some church tales, right?
Come sing with me.
No. There's some church tales that wide across the.
All right, let's get back to the episode.
We get one
This
new
is
one
my
yesterday.
task.
We
This is my
get
task.
we get one new one yesterday.
What that mean? What that mean?
Stop. I'll put it on right.
I'll put it We're parenting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're doing it the right way, but we're having some hilarious days with Matthias. Anyways, talking about Matthias, let's wrap this up.
So
All right, so tell us in the comments.
I was supposed to say there's some there's some church tales, some sayings, some beliefs that can be local to a particular congregation.
Oh.
Right? And can be local to a particular conference.
Right. And also culture, like
a
country.
culture and a country.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. I get that's true. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So
That's true. That's true.
you know, if visit
So
if visit,
we want to hear from our
Homegirl
Trinity
church.
friends and our Bahamas friends.
Yeah, visit Homegirl Church and
Who, my church?
no. If it's Homegirl
as
Church
in a
and you
homegirl.
realize that, hold on, they believe this. Your church will believe that.
My church believe that.
Your church will believe that. Alright? As in like your local church, you know. Still at Broad Adventist, you know, but your local church.
Like I believe. I tell you off here.
And then some person may have grown up being told that that a certain part of the church is holy place and this part of the church is the most holy place.
But is that a tale though?
Yeah, it's a tale. Cause
You mean the rostrum and the
yeah.
upper top
I
and
mean,
bottom?
I can understand why it's done to show. It's a way to show how we should treat the church and the reverence that we should have. But use those sanctuary terminologies to try to communicate the idea that, generally speaking, you're ramping in a church. It's not a ramping zone. It's not an eating zone, and so on. Right? But of course, there's no eating in the church building thing, dependent on the weather and the geography of the land, and so on. Because in some places, I mean, your church sandwich in between, there's nowhere else to go. And then when we're in a tier, there's nowhere else to go. And there's not a lunch room or a church hall, and so on and so forth. So we understand those principles. So, good intention, to teach reverence, but it don't take a long to do a good Bible study and realize that our modern buildings, not even built to sanctuary proportions, much less to even have sanctuary terminology being designated to the various portions. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we should have a spirit of reverence and we should treat where God's people meet to worship God with care. The highest degree of care.
Treat it like how you treat your home.
Yeah.
All right. It was lovely again to be here with you. We
It
hope
is
you're
written.
at this point.
It is
of the
written,
video.
man does not live by bread alone, but by every word
word
that proceeded from the mouth of God. So we don't build our lives on church tales, we build our life on God's word.
That's right. And what you say what Deuteronomy say again? That there's
Deuteronomy
some things-
29:29. The secret things belong unto God, but that which has been revealed belong unto us and to our children. So
the
just
secret
work with
things
what God
belong
has
unto God.
revealed. Yes, we'll have things that we speculate about, but don't bother form doctrine over it and
Woo.
you want exclude person and friend circle over it. You're just you don't have your answer not as strong as the next man answer. Just kind of dial it back down on that.
Settle yourself.
But that which is clearly revealed in the word, yes, anchor our life on that and be sure about that.
All right, folks. That's all we have for today.
Yeah.
We'll see you
in the next episode. All right. Bless you.
All right, Po Show.
Bye.